says aim's real big.
Well, it's another Burger King video. Yeah, you got it from the title already. How many more of these am I going to do? Well, apparently over 400 of them this year. No, there's no way. I just can't. But this one is actually a revisit anyway. I did this one in 2020. It was right after they closed their doors for the final time. I think they had just vacated the premises hours prior to me doing a live stream event here. And it was in 2020, right as the world stopped turning. And I'm back here in 2023 now, 3 years later. And I wanted to check it out again and see how it looks all these years later. This Burger King, I don't know if it had any affiliation with Tom's King or not. I don't believe it did, which is, Tom's King is a franchisee which has closed over 90-something locations within the last several months. And well, we have another Burger King in Shaler. This one's in Hampton. Well, I don't know what you call this. Allison Park, actually, yeah. You would think I would know because I live 20 minutes away. But anyway, let's take a look at it now, 3 years after my initial visit, and see how it looks. I know that wasn't there, the broken window that's covered by the garbage bag. So anyway, let's take a walk around this old blue roof joint and see how it looks at the BK Lounge. Hurtin'. That's all I have to say. And I'm surprised that hasn't closed yet, the Pizza Hut. Somebody said whoever owned this building owned that too. Rumor has it that was going to close. I guess not. Maybe I should do a video there, Weirdo Eats at Pizza Hut, since it's a dine-in one, and I can actually do that at that location. What would you think? Anyway, there's the big pylon, the signless sign. This is one of those classic locations. Blue roof, the unmistakable character to the building here. Weeds are growing tall now. That's a shame. I wonder why that happened. I wonder if somebody like bumped into it or was being reckless and purposely tried to break the window. We'll look through this one here since it's actually clean and you can see inside through it. Everything's still intact in here too. Something could move in and just open up tomorrow if they wanted to. The roof still looks in good shape. There are some ceiling tiles missing. Looks like some stuff that's hit the floor there in the middle of the building, but not a bad looking building. 3 years later. Always loved it with all the windows on this side too. Windows are wet inside, so I wonder what's going on with that. HVAC is probably off. Windows are cold too. See through here a little bit better. There we go. That's a better picture. Somebody going in the Pizza Hut. Holy smokes, they got a customer over there. We're just going to call that guy John. Hey, John, thanks for being the man and supporting that Pizza Hut since they're all closing up. Little rough around the edges there. See, this had the spatula handles that somebody took them off. I know my buddy Tony was going to try and get me one, but he wasn't able to do so. I think they took them and either put them at another location, or the owner of this BK or the franchisee took them to either keep them or throw them on eBay. 6/28/2020. I remember that. Cranberry Township. There used to be two up there. One of those is abandoned that looks just like this. And then that's the one I was saying that's right down in Etna there in Shaler Township. But yeah, the one in Cranberry looks just like this too. But that one has a play place in the front, so the front end's a little different. But it has this iconic facade here around the doorway. That's what the Brighton hot dog shop looks like in Kraft and Ingram, or Green Tree. Got lots of birds hanging out. What's up, birdies? Parking lot. Could use some attention. Not terrible. Not too bad. Somebody spun the watch your head sign completely around. I wonder who did that. Probably a garbage truck coming by. Went boop and bumped that thing. Imagine getting that thing to spin around and hanging from it. Take the sign off and just hanging on it. See how long you last until you fall off. I'd probably make it a quarter turn. This is the back of the joint. Seen better days. It's really not bad. You just gotta do something with the weeds, that's all. And my shadow. I like the little lock here, or the little latch. That's okay. That's a little different. Maybe it was broken. Can't say because I don't know. Anyway, anything good in the garbage area? Let's see. Let's take a look. How you doing? Love to make you guys giggle if I can. Holy smokes! There's a broken remains of an exterior trash can, a bread cart, little tray, a bee. Jesus. That's not the kind of bee I want to see. The bee that I want to see is on the other side of the building. Now, I don't know. I'm sure you could see where'd he go? I don't like that he flew away right as I pointed at him, but that's the kind of bee I don't want to see, even though I was told those are the ones that won't bother you unless you bother them first. So, sorry, bee friend. Junior bee friend. Let's continue. Sorry I made the bee mad. I'm sure I've made the bee friend mad as well. Driving it the way I do to catch trains sometimes, but you'll have that. Anyway, let's look at their drive-through. Love the shades that they put up there for the sun. I mean, obviously, the sun's setting on that side. What's the wallpaper's coming down, it's leaving a mark, and it's kind of nasty. It's kind of nasty in there, too, honestly. The filing cabinet sitting there in the office needs a friend. I don't know why. Yeah, unfortunately though, nothing going on here at the Allison Park BK 3 years later. Almost 3 years. I thought this closed earlier than that. Goes to show you how much I remember. How much to see in here. Just the kitchen, the prep area. And on the other side of that wall would be the counter. You can see the brackets up there up on the wall there for the TV screens for the menu. And the door that says kitchen on the right here. You know, wouldn't that be funny if like somebody wanted to just play a stupid little joke? You worked here, because obviously you wouldn't be able to do this as a BK because corporate would probably get mad. But like, say this is like a family-run restaurant and everybody has a good sense of humor and they're just palling around. The kitchen sign on there, change it out to say water closet. Think about that for a second. I'm a dork, I know. Really not a bad building though, even though it's been a few years. A light fell out of the roof there above that window. Just needs a good coat of paint, little TLC, get rid of the weeds. Parking lot you can easily get away with for now, just sweep up some of these rocks. But I mean, if you really wanted to do anything with the joint, just surprised nothing's happened with it since it closed. Soda fountain here directly in front of us. Their dining room again. There's a fuse on that table. I don't know why I saw that, but that little fuse right there. Alright. BK app. And a trash can that says thank you. There are keys sitting on top of it. Alright. Well, anyway, that's your look inside of this old joint. Might have to address the roof a little bit, but that ain't too bad. But not bad at all. Out to the front side now. There was a lady sitting in a car here when I pulled up, and I'm like, of course there is. Just like I had said in a recent Wendy's video that I did. Or Pizza Hut video that I did, which was sitting in front of a Wendy's. Anyway, take one last look inside the dining room here. Fold that in. That is cool. Retro. 90s colors with that. We've been having a thing with Burger Kings lately. And if you've been a fan of the channel for a while, don't you remember the time when there were a bunch of Pizza Hut videos coming about? It's just a little thing. For some reason, when you find one, you find a dozen of them. And that's what's been happening with BK, and I don't know why. And I know people have tipped me off about certain ones that have closed. I wonder what happened. Did somebody have a bad day? They back up a truck and forget where... Yeah, because there's bricks laying there. Somebody must have backed into the building and went boop and busted the glass. Attaboy. I'm just curious, how bad did they get it? The window's still intact. Probably not that well, but it's still intact. I don't know. Oh well. Signing off. Okay, well that was fun. We did that. Went back to the BK Lounge in Shaler. Or not Shaler, geez. In Allison Park. Though stopping at the one in Shaler sounds like a good idea. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't had BK in a while now. And doing all these videos is making me hungry. Even though I did that other BK video recently where there were onion rings and fries laying on the floor and I could have had my share right there and then. But I didn't. Yeah. Oh well. Oh well, I'm going to take off. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to give the video a thumbs up. 3 years later, not much has changed. It's just peeling apart, sadly. Not even like a for sale sign anywhere. I don't know. Wouldn't you want to make money off this building? I would. I would turn it into a nice little restaurant. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Maybe in another 3 years they'll have something here. Anyway, I'm taking off. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care and stay awesome. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.